Hello and welcome back. It's been a while. I took a break. There was quite a lot of things to do. Also since the World Cup. Also, mainly because I was playing Pokemon Go. I won't lie to you. It was Pokemon GO FEST 2026. It was the once in a year event, and I couldn't miss it out. So I had to play it. So yeah. Welcome back. No, I'm not gone yet. I'm not gone. I'm still here. No worries. With all my misplays that you remember. Today we'll be playing Gramgrace because the AI that we're playing today, the character, I forgot his name. He plays Hexa Orb, if I'm not mistaken, and since I don't play lots of Cat there, well, I don't play anything aside from Dark States actually. We'll be playing Gramgrace today. Gramgrace, yeah. So Gramgrace, as you know, is the exclusive card. Well, was exclusive to Dear Days 1. It came out as a promo, and now it has a new form like Fabernil. So its skill is on Vanguard Circle. It's a continuous ability. If you Persona Ride, the plus 10k also applies to your back row units. And the active ability is once per turn, you Soul Blast 1, you choose something in your back row center. Here you go. So basically behind your Vanguard. And it gets, it can strength from the back row with 10k power. And if your opponent is grade 3 or greater, you can EB free, and that unit and this unit gets +1 crit. So it's so you swing 4 times. You think 4 times, yeah. Sorry lads, I just woke up. Okay, so your back row swings plus 10k. So with Persona, there will be at least 33k before any skills if it has any. With 2 crits, and then at the end of the battle, your back row get attack, you put that unit to Soul. And the difference that makes him significant from the old Gramgrace is that you draw the card at the end of the turn, because the old Gramgrace, correct me if I'm wrong, after you put it into Soul, you draw a card instantly, but this one you draw at the end of turn. I'm not sure why, but perhaps we'll find out. For the ride line, we'll be playing the good old Tranquila and Sorios from the, I forgot, was it Alden? Yeah, it was Alden. So sorry, I don't have much proper cards right now, like bling cards. So we have the SP base. I think this was from when I played Series 1. And then Tranquila is when the series wrote upon. You reveal free cards with different grades from your hand. Look at top 5, choose up to 1 grade 1 or less, and call it rear guard. And if you do not choose to call, you can choose to call Tranquila out. But in Gramgrace case, I don't think you want, because you need the Soul, and there's not really much of a Soul supplier aside from Sergaon and the fact that you put into Soul from Gramgrace itself. Then we have Sorios, the grade 2. When this unit is rolled upon, you also do the same, but this time it's a grade 2 or less, and you can choose to call him out if you didn't choose to call anything. And then, okay, this is the build that I'm running. So please, I have to emphasize this every video. Keep in mind, we only have until set 4, which is Levidra's. I'll let you know if I do get set 5 onwards, but until then, we'll play with what we have. We have Sages. Yes, Sages has a skill on rear guard or guardian circle. If your opponent's drive check or damage check reveal a trigger unit, it gets 10k power or 10k shield depending on which circle it's on. And then when he attacks, you can look at the top. You look at the top of your card. Look at the top card of your deck. You can choose to put it to Soul or on the top of your deck, and then you can CB1. So it's a separate skill. So you check the top card, and then CB1 is a completely different things. And then you can choose to either increase the power of Sages if your opponent's at 14k above, or you can remove an OT and choose something else in the front row and give it 15k. Or you can give it to your Vanguard. Well, technically, but you're not gonna swing Sages first, unless you choose to, of course. And then we play 3 Personas, of course, and then we have 2 options. For me, I prefer to use Esmeree. Yeah, Esmeree. So she's a promo, solid card, very solid card. Why? Because she has a skill from drop where you can EB free and call her to rear guard circle. So you would EB free on Gramgrace to call her in the back row center. Why? Because when she swings to Vanguard, and you're on Gramgrace, she gets 5k. Okay, perhaps that's it. But boom! Look, CB1. Gramgrace gets 1 drive and 5k. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's pretty much the same thing that Fernbell does. pretty much the same, but without the discard. Right? One sec, lads. Yeah, without the discard. Without the discard, and then you don't really use much soul. So that's why I'm running 2 of Fernbell in case I somehow do not get Esmeree in my hand. But of course, you can change Fernbell into something else. The deck is quite EV reliant on Gramgrace. Also, you want to call Esmeree as much as possible. So Fernbell is here just because, like, on one of those occasions where, oh, I don't have my +1 drive card, so I might as well just use Fernbell. But of course, your priority goes to having Esmeree, and this is a very safety net. And then we have the trial deck, the deck set exclusive, sorry, for Gramgrace, which is the Fiend. When Gramgrace swings, he gets 5k, and then when he's on front row, so he has to be in the front row. When he swings and you have a Gramgrace and your units in the center column attack 2 or more times his turn, so you can CB1 and he gets 15k. So the order goes from back row center, Gramgrace, and then himself, and he gets 15k, and then you can stack some triggers on top of him and he'll go beyond like at least 25k with a trigger. And then we play 2 of Grade 2 Maple. Maple is self-explanatory, very good card. So when you run a Great Fury with the Vanguard, if you don't have a Maple, you can call Maple from drop. And then the second skill doesn't proc because this is for a Fagria, but it's just to add more board, keep it board. And then we have Aspronia and Saphira. When she's played on Riga from hand, other than during battle phase, you can look it up from your deck, put it on top of your deck, or discard it. So something like Suggest in a way, like yeah, pretty much a skill. And it's a separate skill. You can CB1 and then choose either to take a normal order from your drop, put it to hand, or revive a Grade 2. In this case, you would revive the Fiend or any Grade 3 else you want. Notice you don't run Biscotti because I feel like gonna be really reliant on EV, especially if I go first. If I go second, probably it's a different issue. Then we play 1 of Maple, which has the skill of pretty much the same as Grade 2 Maple. We play 1 copy of Topaz in case most likely we're gonna Soul Blast our 2 right lines. So this is really just 20k shield with 3 PGs, 1 plus Ametria. And we play 2 of Luck. Luck is on back row regular circle at the end of your turn. If you have a Vanguard Gramgrace, of course, you can retire her and choose a Great Fury card from your soul and put it to your hand, which in this case is either Esmeree or Fernbell, but of course your priority is always Esmeree. Then we have 4 of the Sargon, of course. I think everybody knows Sargon at this point. If you have more regulars than your opponent, you play in order, but in this case, if you have more, it gets 5k and left turn. You retire Sargon and then look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Who want to put on the bottom? So, okay, let me correct myself. I mixed it up with Firia like 4 minutes ago. Sorry about that. Yeah, Sargon is not Soul Super. My bad, gang. I forgot about it. We play 8 crits, 3 heals, 8 crits, 3 draws, 4 heals, and 1 red OP, so you can pull off the 5 attacks. And then we play 1 Gratias. Because, of course, you need Persona is like, if you don't Persona, you're cooked. But you know me, I cook myself very well, alright? We're playing as Otoa now. Keep in mind, when I finished this the first time, I did not read anything at all, so I don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah, Kuro Minato is his name. Okay, that's fair. Oh yeah, last week I'm gonna give you some life updates. I'm almost finished my proposal for my masters. That's one huge. And then mainly I was playing with my wife the Pokémon GO FEST 2026. I love Pokemon, of course. Yeah, you know I have another series on Pokemon Emerald. I also have another channel with my girlfriend called Peekaboo. That's where we post our Pokemon Go fights, raids, and everything. We just love Pokemon. It grew on me when I was a kid, and let's say pushing 25. It grew with me. It grew with me. So I had to take the week off, you know, like stock some Pokeballs, Ultra Balls, some Remoraid passes, Pokecoins, and whoa, hell did I got some good stuff. No shinies though, sadly, but perhaps some other time. I mean, no legendary shinies, but yeah, some other time. Don't worry about that. So back to Vanguard. I mean, Vanguard is also something close to me. I started playing. Okay. Let's go second. Because Gramgrace, you wanna go second, so you get those powers. Nice. We got Esmeree. I'm gonna put this tree back. Just to remind myself to not repeat the same mistake as the last video, we will. Okay, it's on. Yeah, I played Vanguard the first time when I was in 7th grade, I think. That was like 2012. We're reaching the Maple right away, so we can call her again. Yeah, I played Vanguard because one of my, not one of mine actually, my best friend. I hope he gets to watch this someday. 1 second, let me just call Salgon. And then we swing. Yeah, he was the one who introduced me to Vanguard, and I'm really happy that he did, because I never touched a card game like ever when I was in primary school. And Vanguard was really one of the first. Actually, no, it was the first that I really enjoyed playing, because back then when I was in primary, of course I did say I loved Pokemon. I collected some Pokemon cards and I didn't know much about the rules, so it was just me as a kid actually collecting cards, not scalping, boys. I don't think scalping was a thing back then. Yeah, I still have some Pokemon cards lying around back during those those EX era. No, EX. I'm sorry. Oh fuck. Okay, we have so much crits, so let's take the heal. I mean, this one's going Buttek. Yeah, I have like those Garchomp level X or Infernape level X. I think it's lying around here somewhere. But yeah, Vanguard was really the first card game that I invested into. But by invested, I mean also in terms of money. And this time it's my own money. Back then, my mom would buy Pokemon for me. It was like a whole tin. I think it was before the price went up. And my mate gave me a Childike Blaster Blade deck. I was actually I'm gonna correct this. It was actually it was straight out of the box Blaster Blade Childike. So 1 Blaster Blade and was it 2 gun slots? And yeah. And ever since that, it's been an on and off for me. I entered my first tournament. I think it was during Chaos Breaker. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I got beat by Chaos Breaker. Okay, at least I went to like 1-3 on my first tournament. It was okay. Like I had a trial deck and it's pretty much it. I didn't have like triple rares or anything. All I had. Okay, you're gonna be shitting me. Alright. Okay, yep. I mean. Okay, 1 second. That's before we continue that. Just keep in mind, I haven't played in a week. I haven't played this deck in quite a bit. I can, however. What do I have in the trap? Okay, I have Maple. I don't want that. Oh, you know, yeah. I call it Sprunia. Let's see. Maybe surprises. Damn. Yeah, let's just put it on top. It's fine. I mean, we're not gonna heal. Okay, yeah, Sprunia calls Greater. Okay. Yep, insane misplace. I'm gonna keep Celadon for now. Because you wanna have a board next turn, and then next turn we're gonna ditch Esmeree. Alright, a bit of misplace, but I guess that's nothing new for you guys. Okay, so back to what I was saying, yeah. So I had a Blaster Blade deck, it had 2 Gen slots in it, and No PGs, absolutely no PGs. Just so you know, PGs will double rares. So the only thing I had, I remember it was a card called Dignified Silver Dragon. It was a rare single rare limit break that gets 5k when it's on Vanguard or 2k on the side, and I had one copy of it. No, 2 copies of it. Yeah, one copy. I forgot. It's been a while. And I had one Akane. The one I call the CB2 to call a high beast. Like, and I actually won with it. I don't know. I remember. I think. Okay. Oh, I lost three games to Chaos. But the guys were really nice. They were like, "Oh, you're a new player. Okay." He said like, "Okay, I'm sorry, but if this concept's bullying, but this is just how the deck works." Yeah. Okay. I wasn't really. How to say? Not really. I mean, I haven't really followed up the anime that much. So when I know the basics of Lock, but I didn't know what Chaos Breaker was back then. But they were super kind. I mean, it was the introductory phase of Vanguard, and there were so many newcomers coming, myself included. Really great moments, really good moments. I won against a junior of mine at school. He was playing Genesis, I think. Yeah, it was an Artemis deck. I remember it. And then I don't remember. I won a promo. It was the Legion for I don't know which die. I think Great Die Kaiser. I think. I'm not sure, but yeah. Okay, we're gonna ditch her. Okay, we have insane amount of heals. Crits in hand. Right. First we're gonna yoink. Sir. Alright, enough about storytelling. Sorry. I get carried away sometimes. Alright. Now we're gonna call Salgon here. And then we're gonna use Gramgrace to Soul Bust base. Base? Yeah. To allow Esmeree to swing from the back row. And then give her and ourselves a crit. Huge. Alright. Would love to have the Fiend here. But yeah, headshot. So we're gonna swing with Esmeree first. Just because why? Because if you swing with Gramgrace first, you have to put her into soul and you won't be able to use her skill. So we give Gramgrace 5k and a +1 drive. Remember, it's a +1 drive, so I'm sure Elementary doesn't work. This Elementary is triple drive and it's just +1 drive, so it's two different things. Found it out myself a long time ago, and I find myself to be quite stupid at reading. So just 18k. Sadly, we do not have Persona. I mean, what can I say, boys? It's unlucky. Poison and Ghost. Very unlucky. Nothing here. 2 blanks. Triple blank, but it's a Fiend. It's fine. We can use Maple to intercept, unless I do not have a Persona. Persona by Gramgrace, I mean. This is 18, that's 23, so let's make 18 first. It looks underwhelming, because it is underwhelming. I don't have a Persona, and it doesn't really make the biggest of numbers for this sport. I would wish I have a Suggest in the field, but it's okay. Maple swings with Ceragon, and then goes for 23, and I hope we could find a Gramgrace Persona. Or maybe a Gratias is fine as well, actually. Salgon. Yep. Persona, please. Any game? Yeah. Okay. Sad day for gamers. And then you draw third. Oh, there we go. Solid. We're gonna retire her to take Esmeree back because we do not have Esmeree or Fernveil. So as I said, it was a safety net to have Fernveil. Okay, so no Persona for our good friend here. I'm gonna take the other one. Yeah, I just. Well, it's just too fast to see them. What would go wrong, right? Nothing there. Alright, I wonder when the game starts to shift with the characters playing actual decks and not like a bunch of commons. Because I also want to show you what Hexo Orb actually does. it's not I'm saying that the deck is bad, but it's suboptimal. But you know, for people who first played Vanguard, I mean, it would be nice to see them play to see what the deck is capable of. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Final turn. Okay, cheat. Right, we're gonna Persona Ride on C. Bam. And then, yep. Oh, double the Fiend. Double the Fiend is insane, no? Hang on, what does the cat do? No, I don't want. I want a booster. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Smear here. I have 2 CVs, which means I can CB1 for a smear and then possibly spend one more CD for the Fiend. So we're gonna overcall Mako just because whatchamacallit? Just because she just because she gets to revive or something. Do I want to use a skill? I mean, I could Gamba and get another Fiend, but or to just make it a booster though. No, I don't think I would want to risk it. I mean, I could just risk it. So, let's try this. Oh, hang on, lads. I did it. Yep. Okay. Every episode there is always a misplay. I should have sold Bassa first. Well, at least now you know. At least now you know. At least now I know as well. Making a fool out of myself. Yeah, 6 cards in hand. I'm for damage. I don't wanna call another Fiend yet. Alright, so Esmeree swings for 33, 2 crits, and then because something swings in the second column, that the Fiend, our Esmeree gets 5k. If we have 2, it gets 10k, obviously. 28 plus 1 drive. Esmeree gets blocked. Okay. Let's move to Soul, and then we can check her out from what's her name again? From Locked again. 28 plus 1 drive, and this is a 33k swing. Oh no, there. So triple blank. I'm saying triple blank. Wow. Wow, triple blank, the actual Faberil experience Babanil mentioned. Holy. Holy. Never good with triple blank. No, never good with 2 plus 1s, man. Never good with 2 plus 1s. Oh my days. What a joke. That's fine. It's still 3 cards to hand, what can I say? Yep. Sorrow and Despair, just like my draft checks. Oh, that's a fancy signature. It's kind of like it has like a tail on it. It's a dragon. No, it's a dragon. No. Look. You can see it's a dragon. It's a dragon. I'm not playing with it. It's a dragon. You can see it. You look close enough. Pause that part of the video. You can see that it's a dragon. Once I find Yuki Ichidoji, I plan to quit Vanguard. Okay. It's like the ebony blade from Skyrim when you reach level 80. Oh, okay, yeah, Biscotti. Not everyone can afford Biscotti, boss. Not everyone can afford Biscotti. She's like the Ebony Blade from Skyrim. Pops up level 80 like, oh, all my life I have waited for this moment. Slay me and I will go to Sovngarde. He never went to Sovngarde. I don't know why. I think he's on Nord. Yeah, I don't think he's on Nord. But then again, we might not be on Nord. She's the Vanguard. Wow. Never thought I would I would read that kind of sentence today. Holy. Okay. Next video we will be playing against Mr. Chaos himself, Sayles. I played Chaos already though, so I need to bring up with a new Dark Side stack. But yeah, until then, I will let you know. First, I will try to pop in some live streams, probably some Vanguard or something else. I've been playing quite a bit of Story of Seasons, like Harvest Moon, basically, Modern Day Harvest Moon. But until then, I will see you next time. Wiwiwi.